Hi, thank you for this opportunity to discuss the entry-level wind bands for music majors. I'll share context as to the repertoire, curriculum, and experience over the last 4 years. First of all, thanks to Dr. Carnahan, who has really been a great colleague during this process. I'm immensely proud of the work of our students and the wind band team the last 4 years. While rehearsing a little less than 4 hours a week, the students have performed 2 run-out concerts, 16 concerts in Gusman Hall, and have performed 104 compositions. During this time, the Frost Symphonic Winds students have worked with 9 conductors, including Dr. Carnahan, Professor Reese, our terrific graduate conductors, and me. Now, there are approximately 50 students in the ensemble per semester. Personnel is assigned by the applied faculty members and Dr. Carnahan. Typically, there are 75 or more woodwinds, brass, and percussionists who are assigned to the symphony orchestra, wind ensemble, and sometimes ensemble ibis before they are assigned to Frost Symphonic Winds. This course is designed as an ensemble 101 or 201 for entry-level music majors. It's similar to level 1 lessons or level 1 theory or piano. Now, of course, the key to ensembles is repertoire. 4 years ago, we asked how best to inspire students to excellence through performance quality and musical knowledge. How to balance historically significant with modern repertoire. Diversify and broaden gender, ethnic, and cultural choices. Maximize the relationship to music theory, history, and education. And present a variety of forms, genres, and styles. It's been an ambitious plan. So we developed the 4-year repertoire cycles, as some students are in the ensemble for 4 years. I was able to present a clinic on our design to the CBDNA Southern region. Each year has 4 or 5 concerts in it, as you can see. The cycle balances the composers, themes, genres, difficulty level, and graduate conducting opportunities. It's quite a Rubik's Cube puzzle. I'll be happy to share this with you for a closer examination, of course. Now, 50% or more of the repertoire is from modern composers with significant works for wind band like Omar Thomas. In this way, we diversify from the typical canon of Western European styles and present exciting, cutting-edge works that will inspire our students. For example, Giroux, Perrine, Libby Larson, Frank DeKelly, David Mislanka, Stephen Bryant, John Mackey, Eric Whitaker, Ito, Grantham. We also select music that connects with the South Florida culture and the UM mission to be a hemispheric university, such as the wonderful Ginastera. Classics like Amparita Roca and La Fiesta Mexicana, as well as newer works such as Danza No. 2 and Joropo. We also connect with the incredible talent and history of the Frost School of Music in the wind band area, like Valerie Cohen. It's a great experience for students to work with faculty and immerse themselves in their compositions, like Dorothy Heineman, Jay Reese, Stephen Graf. These faculty and alumni serve as role models for the possibilities that exist for the students after they graduate, including our own Dean Berg, Jim Seiler, Ben Webster, as an example. And of course, we preserve our tremendous heritage with former faculty whose music has truly stood the test of time, like Alfred Reed and Clifton Williams. We also program composers and music that are historically significant in general, and specifically for wind band, like Samuel Barber. These are important composers, like Granger and Copeland, whose compositions are worth studying and performing. Holst, Ives, and Schumann. Students will encounter these composers with orchestral works as well as chamber and choral compositions. Persichetti, Vaughan Williams, Mio. And in addition to the 19th and 20th century wind band classics, students experience some of the rich history of military band music, like John Philip Sousa. One of the greatest experiences we have are the visiting composers, and we've tried to incorporate these visits each semester. These composers and clinicians have included artists as well as distinguished faculty. We've had 13 incredible guests in the past 8 semesters. I've learned something profound with each and every one of them. We've also tried to provide a wide and eclectic variety of concert experiences. Students see what is possible and stimulate their own ideas. We've worked to build an audience and have had some success with this. We stress stage presence and audience engagement. Posters and social media campaigns are distributed and implemented by the students. A theme is created for each concert, sometimes with social justice tie-ins. Sea level rise, an Earth Day 50-year celebration with Xavier Cordata, composers of color and women, celebration of the Stonewall Riots anniversary, a tribute to the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School victims, and a celebration of Latin American music. Programs are projected on the wall, which helps with the live audience and the live stream audience. Lighting design at select concerts. Students present poetry. They sing. Performance majors in the vocal area have been featured. A musicologist, David Ake, provided context for the Thelonious Monk concert. And set changes have been seamless in certain concerts. Sometimes we pair things like Holst's First Suite paired with Bryant's Sweet Dreams, which are related. And Sousa's The Thunderer is paired with Hershen's After the Thunderer. Audience participation for Whitaker's Cloudburst. 4 percussionists were featured in the Gillingham. Electronics were integrated into Bryant's Ecstatic Waters. Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia was invited to sing the Clifton Williams Symphonians, Hail Sinfonia. And the Mackey's Sheltering Sky was performed entirely from memory. Our posters have been normal, classy, edgy, and some controversial, which were approved in advance. Projections were featured in this concert. Blow It Up, Start Again had a seamless concert experience. Waters Rising featured Xavier Cortada and Mayor Philip Stoddard. Something Old, New, Borrowed, and Blue was an eclectic theme concert. And this one, of course, was controversial by design. composers were featured. LGBTQ issues were presented. And music you want to hear. Shouldn't every concert have that theme? Again, while repertoire rules, there are many ensemble techniques, skills, and music fundamentals which are presented conceptually. All of these are appropriate to the Collegiate entry-level ensemble course. There are too many to list, of course, but a few examples include teaching chamber ensemble techniques which are employed in a large ensemble, listening in sections, listening directions as practiced in multiple ensembles, orchestras, jazz bands, concert ensembles. Of course, tuning, blend, balance, time, and style. Obviously, this includes articulations in various styles, but mostly classical, although sometimes jazz and rock as appropriate to the modern compositions. Usually, students in band need to be introduced to march or marcato style in the large ensemble, and all the normal performance practice that is expected but not written into music. We even have methods to teach expression conceptually, including note grouping, direction, inflection. In addition to these ensemble skills, we work to reinforce musical knowledge. We go deep on some of the repertoire, which may include forms, themes, standard compositional devices, such as theme and variation, most of which they're studying in their theory and musicology sequence. I often provide theme charts and a phrasing analysis. It helps to build a unified interpretation. It's very efficient in creating a more informed performance. All the rehearsals are recorded. Students have access to the scores. I often provide rehearsal comments in the score or on a separate sheet. Again, this provides for efficiency as there's only a limited amount of time. All of this is in service to our student musicians becoming the artists with a high level of knowledge, experience, as well as forming a template for quality. I sincerely believe that any student who has a desire to learn will grow from this experience, performing the best composers and repertoire with their fellow musicians. That makes it all worth it. Thank you again for allowing me to present this overview of the entry-level collegiate ensemble experience. I hope you can understand why this has been such a passion for me for 4 decades. Much appreciation to all of you.